you go. Circling. It's circling over here.
It's circling.
Here we go. Happy Saturday, everybody, from HLC Bookkeeping and Office Services.
Hello, I'm
Christina Roop.
And today is Saturday Solutions, which the purpose is to help you business-wise, personally, spiritually, go on with your day, talk about what's happening, and hopefully make your life a little bit better.
There you go.
If you ever want to talk to us, our phone number is 724-561-7458 or 60-7460. And then our email is office@yourhlc and the website
hlcbookkeeping.com.
There you go. Okay.
Since I was a little slow on the uptake last week,
I paused patiently. All right. So let's recap what we talked about last week. Last week was about attitude. We also talked about the beneficial information reporting that's required for new businesses and existing businesses.
Yep.
And the QuickBooks QuickTips was merchant processing.
There you go. Covered a lot.
We did. All right. So shall we just dive into our top 3 topics today?
Let's do it.
Okay. So tax filing deadlines are coming up.
Fast approaching.
Yep. If you're an S Corp, I believe it's 9/15, which means you can't bring it in on 9/10 and expect your accountant to have it done.
Correct.
Well, you can, but it's unrealistic. You want to give it to them at least a month. So 8/17, we're there.
And
so you better make sure you send it.
These were for people on extension.
Right, who are on extension. Your personal tax returns, if you're on extension, are due 10/15. So same thing. Try to give it to them at least a month in advance so they can plan their work accordingly.
Correct. And we say them because we do not do taxes. We do everything up until taxes.
That's right.
And then hand it off to the lovely accountants who can take it from there.
That's right. We love them. All right. Let's see. So that's really what we wanted to say about number 1.
Okay.
Is make sure you get everything to your accountant. And remember, make sure you attach that additional documentation.
They're looking for.
Right. Say if you're a corporation.
That healthcare form.
Right. If you're personal. Right. And then also, if you had capital purchases, they need to see the invoice that gives the details so that they can make sure they depreciate it appropriately. So just little things. It's not just, oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Make sure they have the backup to help them in the process.
And again, going to go back on the, what's the right word? Our soapbox. You should be talking to your accountant at least 2 or 3 times a year, not just at tax time.
That's right.
They're on your team.
Especially if things have changed. You know, if you purchased a building and moved your whole company, they really need to know that ahead of time. Okay, so that they can be planning for you to help with tax advantages. All right, so number 2, we thought we'd start talking about, I know it's August and it was super hot, but now it's a little chilly and it got us thinking about fall. And fall cleanup, there's a lot to do.
Yes.
A lot to do. So today, I thought I'd just focus on closets. Because that's something we're working on.
We are.
If you have existing closets, this is all from thespruce.com. It's a fall cleaning checklist, and I thought it was good. Empty closets and sort summer clothes before storing them, which means if you're like, you know what, I never wore this during the summer, let's give it away if it's in great shape. Or donated to the vets who then cut it up for rags if it's not in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
And then launder clothes that you want to store until next year. Make, sell, donate, and discard, which I guess I jumped ahead there. I don't know. I don't really sell clothes, but I guess a lot of people do.
They do.
Yep. And then,
it's because we wear the crap out of our clothes, and they're never like good enough to pass on.
This is probably like 7 years.
I know. And I have the whole bib effect. Like all my clothes eventually become a bib for me because I drop everything all the time when I'm eating. Some of it just because, others because my thumb forgets to work sometimes. It just flips the silverware right over. So there's all that happening. So make sure that you sort appropriately.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And then make sure you clean the closets. Wipe down those walls. If you have carpet in there, make sure you're sweeping the carpet.
Hey, and a good idea here. So like people who have trouble getting up on ladders and stuff, you can use like that wet Swiffer thing on walls. You just lift it up and do it on the wall instead. So you don't have to get your ladder out. Just saying.
Yeah, because nobody wants us on ladders.
No, I've done that before. It's not a pretty picture when you're trying to get down from the ladder and you don't have
it from my end.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Because we both go down. We both go down.
Right.
It's funny.
You're always the one up there.
Always.
I'm always the one. Is she gonna fall?
Always.
Okay.
And I haven't. Knock, knock.
Nope. All right. But we thought we'd like focus on one little thing because then you can work on that this week.
Yep.
And it's amazing when you get stuff out of your closet and you now have space and your clothes aren't like all scrunched together, how much better you feel.
You can actually see what maybe you'd like to wear. Right?
Yeah.
We're kind of dressed for fall today, too. I just realized with the oranges, navy blue.
Yep. Well, one of the things, because, I'm totally crazy about organization.
You could have stopped it crazy.
I know. I am a big proponent of, I hang on my hangers what I'm going to wear that week. So I don't have to stress. I know what I'm wearing for the week. So like on Sunday night, boom.
Yeah.
I've got it ready for the week.
It's unfortunate when her sister walks in and takes a future off.
And what have I said? You can never take stuff from the left. You can take it from the right, but not from the left, because the left is designated. So what does she come in and do? Left.
I just grab what I want. I don't pay attention left or right. I've got to get better at it. I know. Respect other people's spaces. We've talked about that before. So I should do that.
Yeah, and she sometimes leaves before me, and I literally am standing in my office or my closet going, Christina! Because I know she was there.
That is funny.
I know. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yep. Respect.
Yes.
All right. So, number 3, I thought I'd talk about, because everybody's stressed with this economy, and there's tons of people putting out really good ideas about how to save money. However, you have to be in the right headspace to hear that, to take that in.
Yeah.
So remember to take care of your mental state. And like how I do that is when I'm starting to feel overwhelmed, I get into my Bible, get into your faith. And we have to remember, God has a plan. We might not understand it at this point in time. Might not understand why we're going through what we're going through. Confusion can feel overwhelming, but look at it from the perspective, what am I to learn from this?
Yep.
If this is happening, what am I to learn? How can I help people who I then encounter have gone through the same thing? And I went through it successfully. I can give my knowledge.
Right. Or you can ask people who are
Right.
going through what
Right.
you're
If
going
you're on
through.
that other side.
Correct.
Say, hey, this happened. I know it happened in your life. How did you deal with this?
Yep.
Like, don't be afraid to use your group of support.
Yep. Absolutely. And I was going to say, too, sometimes it helps just step away from the situation.
Oh, truth. That's
regroup, kind of get a different perspective. My little escape is that, what are those puzzles that are called? Sudoku. Is that Sudoku? Whatever it is.
I don't know.
I love them.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does to my mind, but it makes it happy.
And see, I like the little highlights behind the
Yeah,
shape.
that too. I do that too.
I like that because that's just like totally out of.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with numbers.
Like
sometimes.
Elementary school, those highlight books.
Oh, I love
That's why I wanted to go to the doctor's office at Dr. Cerny.
Yeah.
Down in Hermione, because he had
right.
the highlight books, and he just prayed that you got one that some kid hadn't put his little pen or crayon on and circled everything. That
right.
annoyed me so bad, because I'm like, leave it for the rest of us. You do it with your finger so you don't leave a mark. Jeez.
Respect.
That's it.
Respect for what comes after you.
What's after you. That's
right.
correct.
That's correct. All right. So now we have a little bonus. QuickBooks Quick Tips.
Of course we do.
Of course.
Because for those of you who don't know, we are QuickBooks Pro Advisors. So we like to give a QuickBooks Quick Tip every Saturday to help people, whether they're using desktop or online. Sometimes we do both. Sometimes we do one, whatever.
Right.
I'm just helping.
Yeah, that's right. And you said you wanted to talk about.
No, it was your idea, but it's true. Well, the quick tips is my idea. True. But yeah, this week we're going to talk about paychecks. So if you've done a paycheck in QuickBooks and for whatever reason it got lost, ended up in somebody's washing machine. It's after the fact. You've already, and if you have assisted payroll or a payroll service through QuickBooks Online, they've already processed it. So it's done. So you just can't go in and delete that paycheck and redo it because it's done. It's already tied to taxes and all that other stuff. So what you want to do is
if you have to reissue
the check, is you go into the correct check, change the payroll check number to the new check you're writing, and then you create another check that you're going to void. That's the old check number.
Outside the payroll system.
That's outside the payroll system.
Because then it doesn't mess with your taxes.
Correct. And you don't want to then run another payroll check, which then grosses up their end of year W-2, and then you overpaid them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Correct.
So, and that's a lot of people make that mistake. They're
correct.
Like,
I'll just issue a new check. I'll just go in and run it.
No. There's a proper process of doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sometimes when you look it up online, there's these people out there that give advice online. And again, I always tell people, you don't know if there's somebody like us who's been doing it for 20 years or if it's somebody who just opened the software yesterday. So take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I just saw on YouTube, there was some girl that's like, I've been a bookkeeper for 6 months and this is what I've learned. Nothing.
Krista, don't be judgy. Don't be judgy. She might have learned a lot. Don't be judgy.
Please. Know your stuff before you put it out there.
Yeah. Well, that's true too. But
I'm not saying they can't be right.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Take it with a grain of salt. Watch more than one video, maybe.
Yeah, because remember in QuickBooks, there's multiple ways to do things.
Right. There's multiple paths to the end result.
Right. However, some things are very specific.
Yeah.
Like this paycheck issue.
Yeah. And like with us, like we have troubleshot QuickBooks for 20 years. So that's a lot of experience.
Right.
It's a phone call away.
That's right. And so that's it. That's
really all
what we had to talk about today. So remember again, HLC Bookkeeping and Office Services. Our email is office@yourhlc. Our phone number 724-561-7460. And website
HLCbookkeeping.com. Oh, are we doing a room every week then?
Yeah, because I did the closet.
Okay, I got it. Well, this is something to look forward to all through the fall. We're going to help you with your house. Is that nice of us?
Maybe we should take the advice.
I do.
But we are on this one.
I do.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it? Are we done? For sure.
Yeah. You're the clicker.
I'm the clicker.
Yeah.
Sorry. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Have a good
Enjoy
one.
it. All right. Bye-bye.